Welcome to Sharing My Truth with Mel and Suzie, the uncensored version, where we bear it all.
We do.
And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Share My Truth Pod. You're here with Mel and Suzie. And thank you so much for joining in to us today. Joining in to us in the womb of it all.
Wow.
It's nice and warm in here. Like a big warm hug. Oh. Here's a sweet little friendly reminder to go to sharemytruth.com where you can go send us an email, snail mail, voicemail, and you can share your truths with us, share your complaints, or your desires. You can also go to Share My Truth Pod on any of our socials. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Watch us. Hey. And that's it.
That's wow.
Thank God. Hey, babe.
Hello, darling.
Hello, babes. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fabulous.
No, you're just fine.
No. It's like, Jesus, if I
It's
say
okay.
that, the whole world is crumbling.
We're coming down from a tea crash.
Yes, I am a bit. I'm absolutely fabulous.
Oh, I love that. Everything's working out always for you.
No, but I'm never going to actually say that it doesn't.
It's a British
Of
thing.
course, you keep that side.
Gotta keep that stiff lip, darling.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Keep calm and carry on.
Oh, that's right, darling. What do you
Whatever
have
happens.
for us today? Whatever happens, happens. As I say, just make a cup of tea. It'll be better.
It is though, but then that's that. No, I digress. Anyway, so I have a story which I thought was kind of interesting. It's from Slate.
Okay.
And I thought it was also completely ridiculous.
Okay.
And if these people would like to
Slatey,
write
slate.
into me instead of to Slate, I'd have much better answers. But
Good.
anyway, so I just discovered something very personal my daughter left behind in her closet. I'm not sure our relationship can withstand this.
Oh, God.
So I read this title and I thought, well, I immediately thought, I know what this is.
Right.
But I thought, get a grip. It's my second thought. Anyway, so this is what this person writes. And I don't know why am I assuming it's the father? We don't actually know. Maybe we don't know. My daughter is away at college. She originally had planned to return home for the summer when the semester ended, but will now be remaining in the city where her university is after landing an important internship. Sorry, did that make any sense?
No, yeah.
I was cleaning out her belongings from her room to send to her when I came across an item that I am uncertain what to do with. Way back in the corner on a high shelf in her closet, I found a shoebox that contained a dildo. Not
a dildo.
Shock, disgust, horror.
The disgust.
I imagine she would be beyond embarrassed to know I discovered it.
Well, she obviously hid it very well. Like, tried to at least.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
tried to conceal it.
If my mother had found something like that in my room, I would have died. Okay,
So it
this
is the mother.
Okay, then she really does need to get a grip. Should I put it back and wait and see if she removes it herself?
Oh, my God.
The next time she's over and then get rid of it if enough time passes and she doesn't. I thought about just sending it with the rest of her things, but I worry she might think I looked inside. What's the right answer? Looks like she's a grown-up now, !
Okay, Mel, you're the mother. I'll let you go first.
How could this possibly ruin... What is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, this is so not a thing. I mean...
I couldn't agree more, but yeah.
I mean...
She's obviously... she's going to college? She's in college? She was just finished college, going to an internship? Is that what I read properly? Or listened to, I guess?
Oh, no, I have to find
But
it.
let's say, she's 17, 18, 19.
My daughter
20.
was away at college. She originally had
Away at
planned to
college.
return home for the summer when the semester
For
ended,
doing an internship thing.
but will be remaining in the city where her university is after landing an important internship.
Yes.
So I guess she's moving out.
So let's say she's 18, 19, 20. Does that make sense?
Something in the range, or finishing, we don't really, but yeah.
She's 18, 19,
She's
or
a
20.
young adult.
When did you get your first dildo? Vibe.
Yeah, but it's different.
No, I know, because you're a little older and it wasn't as common.
Yeah.
But when do you think?
Late 20s.
Okay. So I got mine 18, I think.
Yeah.
But like Yeah, 18.
Mm.
But I would have got it way sooner. Way
Yeah, if you'd
sooner if
known
I
what it could
was
do.
exactamundo.
Could buy them
Sexual
everywhere.
health is health.
I
Trust me, your daughter is going to be so much happier having orgasms than waiting for a man to give them to her.
They're in Shoppers Drug Mart, for crying out loud. You can buy them everywhere. They're in any kind of store like that in the UK, like in the UK with like Boots
Maybe
and
not the
Superdrug.
U.S.
I was just in the US. I wasn't actually looking for dildos, so I don't know.
No,
But
you're always
probably.
supposed to look for dildos.
I should have done.
The
They
fuck?
probably are. Somebody can let me know.
I think it depends what state. I'm assuming New York, fuck yeah, they're everywhere. But maybe somewhere like Utah, definitely not.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
The Mormons are fucking dildos? Doubt it. Maybe
I'd be the
homegrown cucumbers, I'll tell you.
They'll be
Those have gone
definitely the
missing.
ones who are doing it. But I just think it's such a non-issue.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so let's say, so we're assuming, we don't know, because of course we don't have details, is mum is cleaning out the bedroom because she said to mum, clean up, can you help me clean, get my stuff to me, sorry, right? And so mum's cleaning up. Why is she opening boxes? Well, I guess it's a normal reaction. She's just like, what's in here? Okay. So if the daughter has said, can you just send me all the stuff in my room? Well, what's the issue? Just send it. You don't have to have a conversation. She's not going to assume you open the box. I mean, I wouldn't like put it in a big IKEA thing and put the box on the very top
Dildo
so
and
that
label
it's
it. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you send everything else and you leave the box behind, she's going to know you fucking looked in the box.
Or she's going to be like, oh, thank God my mom didn't find my dildo.
She might do. I just think, so the first thing that struck me is this is going to change our relationship. I'm sorry, I don't understand why. Like, okay, I appreciate you may not have a sex toy, an adult toy. I don't know why I've done that in a stupid accent. An adult toy. You may not have one.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And I guess there are still people in the world that don't have them, but that's fine. But you must know in the modern world, it is very, very common. It is very easy to buy. There are a multitude. We have ads on this pod for it. There are a multitude of ways of buying them. It is not weird. You don't have to go into weird CD shops. Like every girl has them.
Mm-hmm. I just bought a new one this weekend.
Well, there you go.
It was lovely.
There you go. There you go. Very happy for you.
Thank you.
I just fail to understand as a mother, I will repeat the word mother, who had to have sex in order to have this child, that you're getting your whatever's in a twist over a sex
Your
toy.
panties?
I mean, yeah. Like what?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Well-
Just close. I mean, if you did see something, my advice would be to any other mother in the situation. Let's say, you're in your kid's room and you do see something because you're cleaning or you're looking for something.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
You
And
find
and you're
drugs,
not-
you find sex toys.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's not, you're not trying to nose, but let's say you're, somebody said, oh, go and look for this and they've forgotten that it's there, or you're cleaning or, whatever, and you find something, just close that drawer back.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just close it. And you do not need to talk about this. It's none of your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal. And actually, you should be pleased that she is being, prioritizing her sexual health.
Absolutely.
And it's completely normal. It's 100% normal.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, at least if I was a mother and I found a sex toy or whatever in my daughter's room, I would be so happy that she knows how to give herself pleasure and not relying on any kind of person for that. I would be so happy to know that she is taking charge of her sexual health and pleasure and
she's a
not just being
grown-up.
like,
She's
yeah,
a
sorry, I'm
grown-up.
waiting for the husband to do it. Also, as a mother, and you should be talking to your kids about sex,
Yes.
whether it's obviously
should.
for the health reasons or the pleasure reasons. You should be talking to them about sex in whatever form that is. But you should know that they're going to have sex for pleasure, first and foremost.
Obviously.
Like, they're not just having sex for children.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm not weirded out about it, and I've never been.
Right.
And I've always had very open communication with my kids. They could literally tell me anything,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't be shocked.
Right.
And their friends have told me things, and I just don't find it I'm just not shocked. I mean, what's there to be shocked about?
Mhm.
You're young. What are you doing when you're young? You're trying to have sex most of the time. Most of your time is taken up by trying to do that. And I don't find it strange, and I don't think you should judge,
Mhm.
even if the sex is, as long as it's legal, is something that is like maybe you think is different,
What kind of
or
sex
it's
is
not
illegal?
I don't know. People could be, I don't know, it's
But see, I have a
animals.
problem with
don't
that
know.
because what about homosexuality sometimes in the States? And, well, States is kind of fucked up, but like, around the world
Yeah, not to say it's not that bad yet.
yet.
But yeah, no, that's true. But I mean, as long as you're doing something that's, let's put it this way, because this is such a huge topic, as we know, we have a whole podcast about it. That's consensual. Let's put
Yes.
it that way, right? It's none of your business, as far as I'm concerned. It's your child, but as long as they're of age, right? And let's face it, kids, and most of us, I probably shouldn't say this actually,
Say it.
had sex before the age of when we were
Of
supposed to be.
course.
And I just think, look, I'm just not a judgmental person. It doesn't freak me out. I just find it completely normal, and I really do believe it's none of my business. I just find this difficult to understand why a mother
Mhm.
would have a problem with this. Like,
Okay, so let me
what
ask
does
you,
she
though.
think that young women do?
What if a father had found this of a daughter?
I think he should equally just
I mean, no, I agree,
not
but
be
like,
weirded out. I mean, I'd question why he's in his daughter's bedroom.
well, maybe so this is the same situation.
Mm.
Let's say he's a single dad,
Yeah, true.
right?
Yeah.
You have to clean up your stuff for your daughter. You got to send it to her.
Mm-hmm.
You find a dildo.
Yeah.
The dildo.
Again, I think he should be not weirded out. Like, what do you think?
I know, I agree.
She's a young woman at university. Like, it's not
I
weird.
also wouldn't send it to her. I feel like I'd be like, she fucking left it here. She's gone without it this long. I'm just gonna keep it here.
It is a bit.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
I wouldn't send it to them.
It's interesting
to be honest,
that she left it behind, but you never know. There's
See,
all sorts of
yeah, but here's the
scenarios.
thing: when I moved to Toronto,
Did you leave a dildo
I
behind?
definitely left my vibrator there
Right.
because it was old.
Excellent. And has
And
it suddenly disappeared?
it's not there anymore.
Okay.
So obviously,
Well done, Mum.
and I don't know if it was my parents or like because they have a cleaning person that comes in
Yeah.
sometimes, and they were in my room. And they were like, maybe they threw it out, but yeah, it's not there anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
No one's talked to me about it,
I think that's
but
good.
I think I'm on this podcast publicly. They understand who I am. Like, they're not shocked.
You don't need to talk about it. What's there to talk about? You found a dildo. Big deal.
Sexual health,
Move on.
sexual wealth.
So I think, look, there are two scenarios in this. Number one, that she's shocked and won't have the same relationship. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's none of
Yeah.
your business, especially if your child is an adult. This is none of your business, right? Close the box,
Yeah.
put it back in the cupboard. If you are in a situation where your daughter said, clear everything out of my room, I don't want anything left, and send all my belongings, you kind of have to put it with
Totally.
the stuff. Just put it in the stuff, never talk about it.
Or throw it out, never talk about it.
Yeah, I would just just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
If it's like, oh, can you just get my clothes together? The lid back on the box, put it back in the cupboard, end of story. You do not need to discuss this. You do not need to talk about this. You do not need to be weirded out by this. And your relationship most absolutely, definitely does not need to change. The only way your relationship is changing is now you realizing your daughter is an adult and not a child.
Yes.
And that is a good thing.
That is such a good realization to have because a
it's-
lot of parents, I swear, don't go through that.
No, they don't. And I've experienced this, like, I've loved I'm very mummy. I love my kids and I'm very maternal, and I've loved my children at every stage and age. But at the moment, it's so wonderful to have young adults. Well, my youngest will
She's
soon
almost
be
there.
Almost there. It's so rewarding. It's wonderful to spend time with them. It's so much fun. So although you miss when they're little kids, I love the fact that they're adults and they're doing their thing and they're
so
getting on in the world.
independent.
I
It's
love it.
exciting.
It's
You literally
fantastic.
raised people.
I know
It's crazy.
It's amazing. Why would I want them to still be children? I don't understand that, but I think maybe this woman it was just a shock. It was a shock, and she's got over it. I'm not sure why she needed
It's a
to write-
shock. And then she had to write in
Yeah, I'm not sure why she had to write into Slate magazine.
because she's like, I got to disown my daughter. She's a dildo.
I mean, I think you should be pleased she's a modern woman would be my... This is
Absolutely.
completely normal. And
But here's the thing, religious values
what if
take a
she's...
huge part into
Well,
women who are like,
yeah.
sexual pleasure is not okay because you should be having
Yeah.
sex for kids. And so if you find a dildo or some kind of other sex toy in your child's bedroom, you're obviously expecting them to be having sex. They might not be. They might just be masturbating still.
Yeah.
They may
might
not
be
be
doing
having
nothing.
sex. Exactly. But you think your mind goes to all these horrible places of like, oh my God, they have so many kinks now. Oh my God, my daughter's anal. It's the whole thing. You go into a rabbit hole of horrible thoughts. Not that anal's horrible, but I'm just saying.
That's very funny. Yeah, that's quite possible if people are religious. I do appreciate this because we talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people talk to us about sex, and obviously because
We
of this
love it.
pod, and a lot of people are like, why are you so open minded? Like, I appreciate. I grew up in a certain situation.
Yeah.
I'm from a big city. I am not religious. I don't have any of those kind of boundaries. So I appreciate that maybe my attitude is very, very open-minded. And there are levels of it, And so maybe this mother is religious. Maybe it's very difficult for her. But I would say to you, even if you are religious, I'm pretty sure the Bible doesn't say you can't have dildos.
Oh, people have been using dildos for
Exactly.
centuries.
They're like pictures of them on caves and stuff, and
Yeah.
and stone ones, which God. But anyway,
It's heavy. Oh my God, I was in the sex toy store because I bought a new sex toy. Side story.
yes,
okay?
go on then.
Side story. I went to go buy a sex toy. I
Go
bought
on
one of those new little vibrating panty ones.
Oh yeah,
Where, like, it's like very updated. And
Very
it's like
updated.
it's this little thing and you put it like in your panties and then there's a magnet now. And it just like
magnet,
and it just sticks like through the through the panties.
right.
And then it holds it there. And then you give someone the remote.
Oh yes.
Or it's actually an app now because it's so
yes,
high-tech.
yeah.
Anyways, while I was in there,
Yeah.
because I was looking at all the fun stuff,
Yeah.
I'm not into butt plugs, really. It's not really my thing.
Mm.
But I know a lot of people love them,
A lot of
whether
people
they're
love
women
a
or
butt
men.
plug. Yeah,
Whether women or men.
women and men. Yeah.
But I like lifted this one up. It was so heavy.
Glass or something.
No, it was like a metal one.
Oh my God.
So heavy. It had a tail on it. That's why I lifted it up. I was like, ooh, and then I was like,
What sort of
so
tail?
heavy. It was like it was like a cat tail. It's a very fluffy tail.
It's so fascinating to
Can
me.
you believe it?
Like,
Why is it heavy though? Why does that feel good?
Does that mean you want to be a cat?
A cat with a butt plug.
Meow. Yeah, why is it? Why is it heavy?
Why is it heavy? Why does it feel
Why
good?
Why
The pressure of it feels good. It must. It was
Yeah.
but it was heavy. Like
Could that
normally,
not do some damage?
well, exactly. Like no, sometimes butt plugs are like they're a little heavy.
Yes,
right.
but yeah.
Which like I understand why like a little
Well,
heavy
they've
feels
got to
good.
be
But like
weighted
yeah.
so they don't floop up there, right?
Of
So they're gonna have
course.
the
They
little.
don't want to floop it up there.
Yeah.
That's why they have a tail.
Yeah, why would it need to be heavy?
And like so heavy. Like I'm weak, but I'm not that weak. And I was like, damn, like that's a weight.
And how do you gotta have strong bum
Butt.
muscles?
You gotta have a strong
Keep
butt,
that
but
in there.
anyways, this is a whole side story. So hey,
An interesting
hey
side
mama,
story.
hey mama, you didn't find a big butt plug with a cat tail in your daughter's cupboard.
That's a very good point.
You should be so happy.
You just found a
A
bog standard
regular old dildo. Things could be so much
dildo.
worse.
I mean, yeah, it could be. Yeah, you could have found whips.
oh my God,
What
the
she- well,
nasty shit out there
she could
today.
have found nipple clamps. Then what? She'd had a complete
fucking heart attack.
She'd have had complete meltdown. Why?
Poor little mummy from Utah.
Oh.
I'm just imagining that she's from Utah
Yeah.
and a Mormon.
Wow, and it's like this most inoffensive, low down the rung of
That's the
weird
best
things
thing
you
to
could-
find in your
it's
daughter's
like the
cupboard.
Totally normal.
You could have found cocaine,
exactly.
heroin.
I know. You could have found a
Speed,
butt plug apparently with a
ecstasy.
cat tail. You could have found.
I swear to God, these things that people are doing
whips,
these days.
chains, some kind of weird religious material from some
Yeah.
weird thing.
A pussy pump.
A pussy pump. She wouldn't have known what a pussy pump
She
was.
was like,
though.
what the fuck? I'm just saying, there's a lot of worse things you could have found. in your drawer.
No, this is a
I
funny
will
story.
recommend the pussy pump to everyone I know, though. It's excellent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will.
the pussy pump, is this happened years and years ago. I won't mention the family member, but they had left their vibrator out, like the big one with the big bell end thing.
The magic wand. Yeah.
This is years ago, so I
love
think
that.
they've had those for years, and it was in this said person's room that is related to me.
Excellent.
And my mum was with me, staying at this person's place, and they'd said, "Oh, go and get something from my bedroom, whatever," and it was there on the nightstand. Yeah, we won't say whose it was, but it was on the nightstand. And my mum comes out, and my mum is quite innocent, and she's like, "Oh, blah blah blah, it's got a back massager," and literally, this is years ago. I was very young. I think I was about 17 or 16. I was like, "That definitely is the back massager." It massages,
It definitely does.
but not the back.
Although you could.
You could.
You could.
It probably would be helpful, like pinch nerves.
That'd
and
be very
stuff.
nice.
Give that a
The
try.
lower back.
Yeah.
The buttocks even. Nice little muscles in here.
But anyway, I thought that's my funny.
Yeah, this
side
actually
story.
this actually did happen to me too. I was this was years and years and years ago when I was in my old place, and I had gone away with my ex to the cottage,
Mhm.
and my cousin called me randomly, and she was like, and like she lives in the U.S. Like,
Mhm.
why the fuck? What's going on? And she's like, I am stuck in Toronto. And is there any chance I can stay at your place? And so I was like, oh, fuck, like you can, but like I'm gone
Mm.
at the cottage for the weekend. And so she's like, okay, of course, like no problem. So she goes to my place. I get home, obviously. I realize that my dildo's out.
Excellent.
I completely, because I'm like, I leave,
Oh,
right? You just,
yeah, it's your house.
it's your fucking place. Completely out.
Excellent.
So she's a cool chick. It doesn't
Right.
bother me, but I'm like,
Right.
I'm so sorry that you had to endure
Right.
that trauma.
But she obviously knew what it was.
Yeah, obviously she's
She didn't
not.
think it was a back massager.
And our relationship was great. It's not like
Of course, it's
affected
funny.
it. But it would be different if like my mom or like my aunt was like, so sorry. I would have been like, oh my God,
Yes, you have to be more careful.
Or
if
like a
you're-
man was like,
If
yeah,
that
like a
happens.
male relative
and
was,
you have to
yeah, it
make
would
a
have been
point
bad.
of being
Mhm.
careful. Yeah,
Not the best. So yeah, mama, you should be happy.
you should be happy.
You should be happy.
I think you need to calm down.
you should get your
Have a glass
shit
of
together.
Chardonnay.
She's
You know,
definitely a Chardonnay girly.
Make this a large glass.
She's probably one of those
Just-
moms that
and
has
just
like,
relax.
mommy
say,
needs a drink on
on
her
the
wine
glass.
glass.
Just please relax. Your daughter's totally normal. She's not going to
Live, laugh, laugh it out.
open an account on OnlyFans. She's not going to become a stripper. She's not going to have suddenly be into orgies.
Mel,
Just
she might be
relax.
though.
She might be, but we're not this
You're right.
mom. We're trying to calm her down.
You're right. Sorry.
Just relax. The likelihood is she's just a gal with a dildo strike vibrator, and she's probably, I hate to fuck this up, but she's probably got more than one.
Yeah, because she left that one at home. She probably has 5 at college
Backups.
that are way better and
And
more high tech.
The butt plug with the cattail is
The cattail
definitely
butt
at
plug is
college.
definitely there. Whatever orgy partner.
Exactly. So yeah, don't worry yourself. It's
Yeah, I wouldn't
totally
worry.
normal, and
Chill.
you'll be fine.
Chill.
And she'll think it's hopefully funny, but don't talk about it unless it comes up.
I think it's great.
It's not a thing. It's really not a thing. It isn't a thing.
You
How is
tell
it a
'em.
thing?
No, it's not a thing.
No.
But that's why they have so many of these vibrators that don't look like vibrators.
They're less offensive,
They are much more artistic artworks, and you can leave it out.
less phallic.
I actually like my dildos extra phallic,
Well, they are. Yeah, they are meant to.
extra veiny.
But I would actually get into the habit, Susie,
Yeah.
of not leaving it out.
Yeah, I know. I don't anymore. I have a drawer.
So use said dildo. Get yourself the special wash for toys.
Oh yes.
Give
Oh
it a
my
rinse,
God,
because
ladies.
I do worry that lots of
and
people
men.
don't do that,
Oh my God, disgusting.
and they do not do that. And then put it in a place where it lives that other people are not going to be going into.
No,
that's it.
Absolutely. And
Oh,
people
God.
shouldn't be going through drawers if they don't have to. Obviously, I understand that this is a certain situation. But if you find a friend's dildo, your relative's dildo, and you're not supposed to be there anyways,
Shut
your
that
fuck- it's
box
not your
and put
fucking
it back.
problem.
Put it back.
it's good fucking advice, Mel.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, if you found a dildo of your mom's or your daughter's, we want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe your son's. Maybe you found a big butt plug and
With
it has
the-
a cat tail. We want to know. You can go to Share My Truth Pod at Share My Truth Pod on any of our socials. DM us there, or you go to sharemytruth.com where you can send us an email or voicemail. We'd love to hear from you.
We would. Till
Until
next time.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast and follow us on social at Sharing My Truth Pod. And leave us a voicemail on our website at sharingmytruth.com to share your stories and experiences with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.